You're looking for a job and you are not able to get the response from recruiter, I want you to try this and reach out to sourcers. Type in sourcers on Google or LinkedIn and you might get them on, and make sure that you reach out to the right sourcer. There are always a niche market in your industry as a job seeker. So if you're working on the IT, specifically on building the server, then there are probably people, sourcers, they're just hiring for that particular market. So you need to figure that out and find out. You need to be stalker, literally. So sourcers are the one who's going to source you and pass it on to the recruiters and the manager for next step. So a lot of people miss this step. Sourcers are the gatekeeper and they find people like you. They use the tools as Talent Insight on LinkedIn to find you, recruiters platform, and also they can search it with the Boolean search where you pass those skills assessments. So it's extremely crucial for you to pass those assessment. Also take it on so they can find you and make sure you end up on their search as well. Now, just wanted to let you know, as a hiring manager, when I was working for the company, when there was really labor shortage, I used to go and find people just by talking to them. Let's say I would go to customer service teller, and then I would just start talking to them, just to see if they're a fit, and if they are liked by me, then they get my visiting card and I would interview them later, or I would ask HR to reach out to them. I would also take their contact number. So there are a lot of hiring managers, they actually look out passively for the candidate for future pipeline as well. So if someone's asking you, what do you do for a living? Don't hesitate. You got to make sure that you shine out and you build your branding all the time. Networking is 24/7 and there might be sourcer out there looking for people like you. So you never know who is looking for talent like you. You got this. Hey, are you looking for remote work and having a hard time finding it? I'm going to show you the LinkedIn strategy. You can go to LinkedIn and look at the job sections right here. I'm using the app right now. You can go there, desktop, it's the same as well. Go to job and you can go and put the title right here. Search jobs, you can add the title, that whatever you want. For example, I'm going to put the sales manager, let's say, and you can also define what is it that you want, where, the industry. Let's say if you want it in banking, you can try that approach as well. There's a different way to do the Boolean search, which I teach in my class. But then again, it's just a simple way. What's important here is you have to put the remote here. So if you're looking for remote work, and right there, you are going to find these and make sure these remotes are highlighted here as well. When you are going on to the top sections, there are all those filters. Make sure you make the best use out of it. Now, here we go. Remote job, banking. All right. So, well, how easy is that? So good luck with it and make sure that LinkedIn is branded properly as well. And if you need any help, we're here at Teaching You. Also subscribe to our YouTube channel where there are a lot of informations, and we have a blog as well online for job search strategy, specifically targeting LinkedIn. And the other thing I wanted to show you is because you have highlighted the remote work, LinkedIn is super smart. It is going to show you, because you've seen the remote work and they know that you want to, then it actually tells you remote opportunities because you expressed the interest in remote work. How cool is that? Check before you accept that job offer. Do the reference check on your boss. I don't care, reach out to the last employee that person reported to. You can sneak in, you can stalk them on LinkedIn and see why did they leave and what was the boss like, because your boss could make or break your career. Why am I telling you this? Recently, a couple of my clients who got headhunted and got reached out by the LinkedIn recruiter inside, they switched the role, but only to find out that they were dealing with the bad bosses, and there are people, they were quitting left and right within that company. So that's a sign that you don't want to work for. Always do the information interview before you start accepting that offer. You don't want to leave your company and go to the dream company not knowing what kind of boss that would be. You got this. Have you noticed that employers are trying to collect the information about your origin, where are you from, by sneaking that in, trying to find out the race, And there's a pros and cons for doing it. If you know the employers, they've hired people like you, and you might get those extra perk by disclosing the information, it is totally up to you to take that and put that information in there. So you might be falling on their quota, because employers are hiring and they do have a quota and target to meet certain race. And DEI right now, diversity is huge and inclusion is huge as well. So there's probably benefit for you to disclose it. That it's totally up to you, your choice. A lot of people do not want to disclose it, thinking that they might be discriminated against the qualified job they're applying for. Ball is in your court, but always do the research, and there's always a reason that they collect the data, because in case they are audited later on, they can go and find the data, how many of people like you are employed in the company. Research before you're saying yes or no or disclosing the information. Is it worth it? Sometimes it might be worth it. You got that. The job title that you had before, and if you're switching or if you are going back to the workforce, it might not match. Although the job description matches 80%, I want you to do this. Change the title to the new job descriptions, but let the manager know that you've done it as long as you've done the role. For example, if you're a sales leader back home or sales leader and the new posting says sales coach and the job description matches, it's exactly what it is, or it says sales manager, go ahead and put it there. But make sure you communicate with your employer, last employer, so they're okay with it and why you did it. And that applies to the newcomers in Canada as well. If the job description matches, go ahead and put the right title, so that way they're not going to disregard your resume, and your resume would be picked up by the online applicant tracking system as well. You got this. Are you looking for a job and your voicemail is not updated with your name? Come on, you got to be doing that. Make sure you have your full name on your voicemail. Also, clean the voicemail. So many times I call clients and their voicemail is full or it's not even set up properly. Come on. You know what I do? The things that I don't like, I delegate, to sometimes to my kids. We all do that. That's what managers do too sometimes. Yeah, things we don't like, we delegate to. Just being honest out there. So you're not going to love everything about your job. You just have to like it. Do you like it? Then stay with it. Don't switch it for dream role, because there's nothing. What? Oh my God. Yes. I want you to read the job description, especially this is for a management role. If you are applying for the manager role, then you should be looking at who are you reporting to. Is it the director? Is it the VP directly? Or is it the CEO? Chances are in any company there's a hierarchy that you have to follow. And if you're reporting directly to VP, you're skipping the line of reporting to senior manager and director. So what happened to those? Ask those questions. Or has it been always like that? Because what companies are doing right now is taking that senior management role and director role out and dumping into the manager's role and then paying you less. So you want to make sure when you are on the leadership role, what are the responsibilities it's assigned? Is it the role of director? Is it the role of VP? So I've seen that a lot in the company recently, where they've let go the senior manager and director and they're just hiring manager. So that's how they are saving the cost as well. So during interview or even phone screening, if the reporting line doesn't seem right, if you're a manager and you're reporting directly to the director or a VP, not the senior manager, I really want you to ask that questions and find out, was there any role before and what happened to that role? Or, what the company is moving towards, right? That helps you understand what kind of workload it is. And also that helps you understand the salary overall, because you should be paid more for the responsibilities that has been assigned.